This is your alternating lunge. I'm going to show you a forward lunge and a reverse lunge in this video. We're going to do body weight option, and then I'll show you the different ways you can incorporate your weights into this movement. So with our alternating lunge, you want your feet to be about hip width apart. Some people prefer the forward lunge, some people prefer the reverse lunge. So that's why I'm going to show you these two options. Know that you have the option to pick which style you do unless you have given me specific target areas that you want to work on, and then I may tell you which style to do. And we'll show you ways that you can make these more of a quad focus versus more of a glute focused exercise. So with our lunges, what I'm going to start off here is just showing you a forward lunge first. I'm going to step back. Anytime you're doing a lunge, whether it's forward or backward, I want you to think about there are train tracks in front of you, or even on your mat, if you've got lines on it that you can follow. People tend to lose their balance on lunges because they will stack their feet. They try to line their feet up in front of one another. I actually want you to just step forward, keeping that hip width distance or a little bit wider apart. To do the body weight only version, you're just going to step forward, sinking down into that lunge, use this front leg, push back up into that standing position. So this is a very quad dominant movement where you are using your quads to help push you back up into that standing position. Now, if you go into your reverse lunge, same thing here. You're going to keep your feet more of that railroad position, being very careful that your knees are not rotating in, not rotating out. So you can always video yourself in these movements if you want me to take a look at your form. So same thing, stepping back and then up into that standing position. If you want to take this all the way down to the floor, by all means, you can. You can slowly lower, tap that knee, come back up into that standing position. With your reverse lunge, you can make this a little bit more of a glute focused exercise by hinging forward. So you're sort of bending at the waist, pushing your glutes back. You step back, your upper body is going to be angled more, head is going to be looking down, and then come up into that standing. I'm keeping a soft bend in my knees the whole time here. So I'm keeping that tension on the muscles as I step forward and step backward. If you want it to be more quad focused, you're just going to keep your upper body more in that upright positioning. Same thing here. Our natural movements throughout the day, we've all been taught, trying not to let your knee go over your toes. But for most of us, when we're bending down in an everyday movement, we're not thinking about that. So it is okay if your knees track over your toes a little bit. And when they're tracking over your toes, you want to be keeping them over those middle two toes. So you do want your knees to be going forward, thinking about going out over those middle two toes. That'll help to prevent you from that internal rotation where your knees kind of cave in, and that external rotation where they're caving out a little bit. With your weights, if you choose to add weights into this, a couple of different options. Your dumbbells can be here hanging at your sides, or you can rack them here at your shoulders. So we'll go through a variety of variations with lunges over the course of time. You may incorporate some overhead presses into these or some front raises, but just know that you have two options. You can keep them down here at your sides as you go into these movements, or keep them here at your shoulders. And same thing for your forward lunges. The lunge or the weights can be at the same place. If you're not ready for two dumbbells yet, just keep it here. Keep it racked at your chest. You can step into that front lunge and then back into your standing position.